The fortress of knowledge present, a journey through time and discovery, exploring the rivers, cities and spirit of an ancient world. Welcome to the Indus Valley region.
Namaste, my friends. I am Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, but most know me simply as Mahatma, meaning great soul. I was born in India in 1869, during a time when my country lived under British rule. From a young age, I believed that true power does not come from violence. It comes from truth, courage, and self-discipline. Before my time, this land was already great. I helped my people unite to seek freedom through peace. We marched, fasted, and spoke the truth, even when it was dangerous. My message was simple: be the change you wish to see in the world. Long before the Taj Mahal shined beneath the sun or yoga spread across the world, a great civilization rose along the Indus River. This was the Indus Valley, one of the world's first advanced societies. While Egypt built pyramids and Mesopotamia built towers, the people of the Indus built peaceful cities, clean, organized, and full of life. In Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, wide streets, sturdy homes, and even drainage systems showed how deeply they valued order and community. The Indus River gave them life. Its floods brought rich soil for crops like wheat and cotton. But when the monsoons came too strong, they reminded the people how connected they were to nature. Their art and statues show a people who believed in peace and purity, early signs of the great spiritual traditions that would later shape India. Over time, new cultures came, bringing new ideas, the Vedas, social order, and teachings that helped guide India's future. From these ancient roots grew great empires, brilliant discoveries, and lasting ideas, from the number 0 to the practice of yoga. Ancient India was more than a place in history. It was a beginning, a light that still guides the world today.
I am Bharata, son of this sacred soil, and the land you call India bears my name. Long before empires rose or temples gleamed, the land itself was our first teacher. Its rivers, rains, and mountains shaped the hearts of my people. If you could soar over ancient India, you would see a land of breathtaking variety. To the north, the snow-covered Himalayas touch the heavens, sending rivers winding through green valleys and golden plains. To the west, the Thar Desert blazes beneath the sun. To the south, the coastline stretches toward the vast Indian Ocean. Every hill and every river guided how my ancestors lived and helped build one of the world's earliest great civilizations. The first rose beside the Indus River, a lifeline flowing through fertile plains. Each year its floods spread rich silt that made the earth bloom. Farmers grew wheat, barley, and cotton. Merchants traded goods along its waters. Cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro stood with straight streets, sturdy brick homes, and drains that carried water away. The river was their road, their marketplace, their hope. Farther east flowed the Ganges, gentle yet powerful, a river that would come to symbolize life, renewal, and purity for millions. The Himalayas guarded the realm, their glaciers feeding the rivers below. In the west, traders crossed the desert with camels and stories. To the south, the Deccan Plateau rose high and rocky, rich in copper and iron, surrounded by fertile lands and forests that fed growing villages. But the true heartbeat of my land was the monsoon. Each summer, warm winds swept from the ocean, bringing rain that turned fields green and rivers full. When the rains came on time, life flourished. When they failed, hardship followed. My people learned to adapt, building canals, reservoirs, and drains to live in balance with the rain. Geography both protected and connected us. The mountains and seas offered safety, yet mountain passes like the G.R.A.P.E.S opened paths for travelers and trade, carrying new ideas and inventions. The rivers, the rains, the mountains, they were not just scenery, they were our foundation. They shaped our courage, our creativity, and our spirit. This is Bharat, my home, my legacy, and the cradle of civilizations.
From the merging of cultures came Hinduism, one of the world's oldest living faiths. The sacred hymns of the Vedas taught us that all beings are connected through the divine spirit, Brahman. We follow the path of Dharma, living with duty and virtue. We understand karma, that every action carries weight. Through reincarnation, we learn and grow across lifetimes, seeking moksha, freedom from the cycle of rebirth. Many gods and goddesses guide our journey. Me, Brahma the creator, Vishnu the preserver, and Shiva the destroyer. Together, they remind us that life itself is a sacred cycle of creation, preservation, and renewal. Our festivals, music, and temples still carry these truths that the divine lives in all things.
I was born a prince but found no peace in wealth. I left my palace to seek truth and discovered it beneath the Bodhi tree. I am called the Buddha, the Enlightened One. I teach that suffering is part of life, but it can be overcome by following the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. These are not rules, but a way of kindness, mindfulness, and compassion. True peace does not come from power or possession. It comes from understanding and balance within. My message spread across lands and centuries, yet it began here in India, where peace first found its voice.
I am Mahavira, teacher of Jainism, the path of non-violence. We believe that every living being, animal, plant, or even the smallest insect, has a soul that deserves respect. Our greatest vow is ahimsa, meaning non-harm. Through self-control, honesty, and compassion, we strive to purify our souls. We live simply, eat carefully, and walk gently upon the earth. For us, peace is not an idea, it is a practice. And in our stillness, we find freedom.
I am Guru Nanak, founder of Sikhism, born in a time of great division and conflict. I taught that there is one God and all people, rich or poor, man or woman, are equal before Him. True faith is not found in words alone, but in action. We work hard, share what we have, and defend truth and justice. The 10 gurus who followed me carried our teachings into the Guru Granth Sahib, our eternal guide. Our community, the Khalsa, stands for courage, service, and unity. The kirpan, our ceremonial sword, is not for violence, but for protecting what is right. Sikhism reminds the world that strength and spirituality can live in the same heart.
From the sacred rivers of the Indus to the chants of the Vedas, from the silence of meditation to the songs of the Gurus. India's faiths are many, yet their message is one: to live with balance, compassion, and respect for all life. These beliefs shaped a civilization and continue to shape the soul of the world. I am Mahatma Gandhi, and these religions shaped our heritage.
The people of ancient India didn't just build cities, they built ideas that would change the world. From smart city designs to breakthroughs in science, medicine, and math, their creativity shaped how civilizations would live and learn for thousands of years to come. In my time, the cities of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa were marvels of planning and design. Streets ran in perfect grids, houses were built with uniform bricks, and wells brought water to every home. We built wide roads for trade, courtyards for families, and gathering spaces for our people. Even our roofs and walls were designed for the heat of the day and the cool of the night. Every brick had purpose, every street a plan. Our cities were not accidents of time, but blueprints of civilization itself. Beneath our feet ran something few could imagine: a network of underground drains and clay pipes. Every home, rich or poor, connected to it. Wastewater flowed away safely, while clean water was stored and reused. We even built removable brick covers for cleaning. Yes, we thought that far ahead. The great bath stood at the city's heart, a place of cleanliness and ceremony. We were the world's first sanitation engineers, centuries before the word even existed.
Greetings, I am Sushruta, physician, teacher and seeker of balance. In my time, healing was not guided by chance or superstition, it was guided by understanding. Long before hospitals or microscopes, our people practiced the science of healing. Archaeologists have even found skulls with drilled teeth, proof of the world's earliest dental work, done more than 7,000 years ago. We studied the body, the breath, and the herbs of the earth. In time, our healers wrote great texts, the Ayurveda, and my own work, the Sushruta Samhita, teaching how to repair wounds, perform surgery, and preserve life. To heal was never magic. It was understanding the harmony between mind, body, and spirit. We called it Ayurveda, the science of life. Health meant more than curing illness. It meant living in rhythm with nature, nourishing both the body and the soul. I recorded more than 300 procedures and 120 surgical instruments, from nose reconstruction to cataract removal, all done with precision and care. Our goal was not power, but preservation, to protect life, not control it. Yet healing was only one branch of our brilliance. For in India, numbers themselves became medicine for the mind. Our scholars gave the world zero, a symbol of nothing that made everything possible. With it came place value, algebra, geometry, and trigonometry, ideas that traveled across deserts and oceans to shape the mathematics of the Greeks, the Arabs, and the modern world. From counting stars to coding computers, that gift, the magic of numbers, began here. This is the legacy of ancient India, where curiosity met compassion and knowledge became the healer of all things. When night fell, we looked to the stars, not for fortune, but for understanding. Our scholars charted the movements of the planets, predicted eclipses, and measured the Earth's circumference with astonishing accuracy. In our writings, the Vedas, Upanishads, Ramayana, and Mahabharata, we recorded not just faith, but knowledge, art, and imagination. Our universities at Nalanda and Takshashila became beacons of learning, where students from every land came to study science, philosophy, and truth. Our hands shaped more than tools, they shaped beauty. We grew cotton and spun it into soft cloth that kings sought across the world. We traded beads, pottery, jewels, and spices through rivers and roads that stretched to Mesopotamia, Persia, and Egypt. We were artists and traders, builders and dreamers. Our ideas traveled as far as our ships could sail. From underground drains to the number zero, from healing wounds to mapping the stars, ancient India's achievements changed how the world thought, worked, and lived. Their legacy reminds us that progress is not just about building cities, it's about building ideas. The people of ancient India showed that knowledge, creativity, and compassion can turn a civilization into a masterpiece.
You may not know my name. None of us ruled as kings or built palaces of gold. Yet in our cities, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, order reigned without a crown. Our streets flowed straight as the river. Our homes stood side by side in peace. We had no mighty thrones, no royal tombs, no monuments to power. Instead, we built cooperation. Councils of leaders worked together, guiding trade, construction, and law. Our rules may be lost in undeciphered symbols on pottery and seals, but the proof of our harmony still stands. Clean streets, equal homes, and a world without war. We ruled not through fear, but through fairness.
When the time of the Indus faded, new tribes rose across the plains. I am a Raja, chief of my people, chosen to protect, not to oppress. Our world was divided into many small kingdoms, each with its warriors, its elders, its sacred Vedas. I led in battle, but I ruled with counsel, guided by the wise and bound by Dharma, the law of duty. A Raja who ruled with justice earned loyalty. One who ruled with cruelty lost it. Even in those early days, we knew this truth. Power is a gift, not a right. And the leader who forgets that will lose both.
I am Ashoka, emperor of the Maurya Empire, once a man of conquest. My grandfather, Chandragupta, built an empire with strength and discipline. He forged unity across lands once divided, built roads and couriers, ministers and councils, an empire of structure. But when I took the throne, I saw the cost of power, the pain of the fallen at Kalinga. From that day, I vowed to conquer through compassion, not war. I embraced the path of Buddhism, carved my words in stone so that all might see them. Laws of mercy, truth, and kindness. I built hospitals, rest houses, and wells for travelers. I ruled with peace, and peace ruled me.
Centuries passed, and from the heart of India rose a new dynasty, the Gupta Empire, where wisdom met leadership. I served the court of Chandragupta I, where emperors valued scholars as much as soldiers. Our rulers governed not by fear, but by reason. Local leaders managed their lands, yet all worked together under one just system. This was the Golden Age, when learning, art, and science flourished under peace. We allowed all faiths to thrive, Hindu, Buddhist, and Jain alike. For a ruler's strength is not in silencing others, but in giving every voice a place to sing.
From city councils to warrior kings, from empires to golden ages. The story of Indian politics is one of balance. The Indus taught us cooperation. The Aryans taught us duty. The Mauryas taught us mercy. The Guptas taught us wisdom. And through them, all runs one truth. Leadership is not about ruling over others, but guiding them toward harmony. This is our legacy. The art of leading with Dharma, the heart of a civilization built on justice and compassion.
Before there were cities, before there were coins, there was the land. The rivers gave us soil, the monsoon gave us water, and from their rhythm came life itself. We learned to plant with the seasons, growing wheat, barley, rice, and cotton, enough to feed families and fuel trade. When the floods came, they left behind rich silt, and we stored our harvests in great granaries, preparing for the dry months ahead. Our oxen pulled wooden plows, our buffalo carried the grain, and our cows, symbols of life and strength, gave more than food. They gave us balance, a reminder that the earth provides when it is respected. Every seed planted, every harvest gathered, helped build something greater than wealth. It built community.
When the granaries were full, my work began. I am a merchant, a traveler of roads and rivers. From the Indus to the sea, I followed the winds of the monsoon and the desert trails of the Silk Road, the great artery that carried India's spirit to the world. My camels bore silk, spices, and cotton cloth, and I returned with silver, tin, and tales from faraway lands. But what we traded was more than goods. It was knowledge. We shared our numbers, our medicines, our stories. Ideas that crossed mountains and oceans. The Silk Road was more than a path of trade, it was a bridge between civilizations. Through every journey, I learned this. Wealth is not what you keep, it's what you share.
From the farmer's field to the merchant's road, India's economy was built on balance. Between nature and innovation, between giving and gaining. Together, we learned that prosperity is not found in gold, but in the hands that build, the hearts that trade, and the ideas that connect us all. Every civilization has sought one thing, harmony, a way for people to live together with peace, purpose, and respect. In my homeland of India, that harmony began long ago, in the cities of the Indus Valley. Here, there were no kings or palaces, only balance. Farmers, traders, and builders worked side by side. Their greatness came not from power, but from cooperation. Then came the Aryans, bringing their sacred songs, the Vedas, and a vision of order. They spoke of four groups, or Varnas: Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras, each with a duty, a dharma, to serve the whole. But over time, order became division. People were born into castes they could not escape, and many were denied dignity. Our traditions taught that duty gives life meaning. To live one's dharma with honesty brought good karma and peace to society. A ruler's justice, a teacher's wisdom, a worker's effort, all were threads in the same fabric. But India's heart has always searched for truth. The Buddha said all souls can awaken. Mahavira taught that all life is sacred, and Guru Nanak declared that before God, all are equal. Their voices reminded us that compassion is greater than rank, and humanity greater than birth. In the Gupta age, knowledge and family became the pillars of life. Art, learning, and faith grew together, guided by respect and community. Our story is both strength and struggle. We learn to live with order and to question injustice. From the Indus Valley to today, India's greatness has never come from power, but from compassion, fairness, and respect for every soul.